Hello, we hope you're doing well. Welcome back to a very exciting episode of CSGO News. And first off, I am going to help out a friend and do a shout out here for a few episodes, guys. So I hope you all enjoy. If you guys are not from America or Canada, though, you might want to skip past the next minute or so. I'm actually helping out my friend Oliver, who is running the qualifiers for the huge WESG events coming to Canada and America. So for all of you guys who want details about that or want to sign up for a few of these esports out there, they're going to be running events for CSGO, Dota 2, Hearthstone, StarCraft, and more. If you guys want to get together a team or even a solo team for things like Hearthstone or StarCraft as well, he's running both the events for Canada and America. For the Canadian event, it's going to be for 150,000 Canadian dollars. For the American event, which I think many of you guys want to sign up for, it's for $200,000. So he's going to run the WESG qualifiers for this. Obviously, the first round is all online and it's all free to enter. So for any of you guys who want to have a team or even go solo, there's several esports at these events. I will link them down below for all of you guys who want to check it out. And with my link down below, it is free to enter, guys. And of course, your eventual chance at that grand prize money. And also, really quickly as well, if you guys are going to put together a CSGO team, most importantly, message me on Twitter and I want to shout you guys out if you do want to sign up. So very lastly, thanks to Oliver. I'll be shouting him out in the future as well. He's trying to work the qualifiers for the WESG system, which is coming up in a few weeks here. So if you guys want to sign up, that link will be down below. And again, it's for $150,000 for the Canada event and a $200,000 grand prize for the American event. And if you guys do want to sign up, let me know on Twitter so I can shout you guys out. But best of luck to all of you guys who do want to participate, and there's several esports down there. So I do apologize for that, but now on, of course, to some crazy news today. So first off, guys, we did have a post last night from Ropz on Instagram. I think a lot of us are going to speculate for the future of this and what this might mean. There are a lot of rumors and also a lot of videos in today's episode of news. So do me a favor, leave a comment down below if you guys kind of like this style. If we're kind of short on CSGO news, I might try this in the future. But there's some good clips out there. The first of which is actually a post from Ropz on Instagram, obviously saying time is running out. Speculation points towards, is his contract ending? Is he baiting us? Of course, we had the Smooya troll a couple days ago. We're still not really sure what happened there, although that seemed a bit more serious. So is Ropz, of course, going to leave that Mousesports roster after the major? I think it's definitely possible, but going forward as well, we also had s1mple doing an AMA, so an open questionnaire on Reddit. It received nearly 2,000 comments and questions, which is amazing to see, but there was one in particular about AdreN. If you guys remember AdreN, of course, his former Liquid teammate on the golden days of Liquid. I think they probably finally made their way back to that golden era almost. We'll see at the major how they perform, but there was one question about AdreN, his former teammate, and what their problem was. There was always that back and forth. If you guys saw clips about this, Hiko talked about it because he was on the old squad as well. They always butted heads. AdreN and s1mple always butted heads, and so when asked what was the problem, s1mple responded, AdreN simply did not practice, and here's AdreN's response on live stream to that AMA response by s1mple.
No way did he say that, Meat. No fucking way. I'll fucking roast him if he said that. Because he's the one that was a bitch and didn't practice, literally. The kid fucking cried and left servers mid-practice, would never show up to the hotel room to practice. He's literally a useless teammate. He didn't come and do demo review, talk strategy or anything during the entire major. He would just go smoke outside with Navi. Never showed up once for any of the practice sessions at the major.
So who knows what the actual issue there was? Of course, they're still butting heads to this day. It does seem quite obvious. The only really thing it comes down to now is who you believe. I think, obviously, given his history and, of course, s1mple being such a good player, maybe he's one of those guys who just doesn't need to practice to be so good. But, of course, that makes you a terrible teammate, which we have heard him being a terrible teammate in his past. I think at Navi, he probably fixed a lot of those solutions. So as of right now, I probably would believe AdreN's side of the story that s1mple just simply did not like practicing because he was just that good. And that was what made him a terrible teammate throughout 2017, 2016 mostly, but of course he's gotten better now. But also in big news for all you Fnatic fans out there, I say big news, but probably stuff you do not want to hear about. We actually had olofmeister on stream. Now perk your ears up, listen closely guys to what he says about, is he prepared for the major?
You're a living meme. Feeling confident for the major. I'm not feeling confident at all right now. Like, I have 2 hours past 2 weeks or some shit. So I need to grind.
So clearly, if you're a Fnatic fan out there, probably not what you want to hear out of his mouth. If you guys did not hear that, he says he's not ready. He still needs to grind for a few weeks. But if you guys saw the full context of the clip, he ended that, of course, that that scrim match with a triple kill there. So obviously getting back to his former self, and hopefully he has enough. He obviously has 4 weeks to grind away anyway. But apparently JW is not prepared for the major at all, which is again probably something you don't want to hear. But still, also on top of that, we actually have Michaela. If you guys don't know Michaela, a professional female player, formerly of Dynasty Female, she was actually actually one of those girls who left that roster in a bit of controversy. We won't get into that, but apparently she was also in a pug match, and this is what she pretty much deals with, I guess you guys can imagine, on a daily basis, which does make me feel for female pro players out there. If every time you join a queue, this is what you get when they find out who you are.
Okay, she's AFK. Mimi?
Yes.
Will you marry me?
No.
Why? I'm very handsome.
It doesn't really matter.
Are you in Turkey?
No.
Why?
So yeah, obviously that might be a one-off. That might be a one take where some dude just desperately loves her, but you could tell based off her reaction, it's just so sad. You could tell she probably hears that at least multiple times a day, if not throughout the week entirely. So Michaela, I feel for you. I'm not a girl, I'm not pretty, I don't have those kind of issues. And I'm also not good at CSGO, but still, that was kind of a sad clip to see. Hopefully us guys can get a little bit better, but also bouncing off that as well, we got clarification on Krystal's role inside Ghost Gaming. We announced last episode he was going to be on that team in place of Poyo, who left a few weeks ago. It was actually Steel taking to Twitter. They had internal issues, so no big surprise there why Poyo is now off the team because of those issues, and apparently Krystal will now join for a couple of events, and they're also trialing new members as well, new North American members for that team, but Krystal might be one of the guys they actually choose going forward. They're going to test him out for a few events, and Steel will remain the IGL for the team going forward. I just can't wait to see these guys in Pro League. I want Pro League to start up, although I do hate, of course, Facebook streams, which they have locked down, I believe, for next season and the season after that, but still, I cannot wait for Pro League, guys, and see if Ghost Gaming makes the turnaround, even without Swag and AZK now, of course, a part of that Steel roster, but I cannot wait to see how they do, and will Krystal be their permanent member? Well, it's now his time to test out and see if he can actually stick with these guys. And also, kind of a niche story out there for all of you guys who have trust factor issues. Now, this might be because your account's been connected to other sketchy accounts out there, or you had a sketchy past yourself, or a low trust factor in the past on your account. A lot of people have been running into this problem where, because they had a historically low trust factor, they keep on getting matched with the same, of course, this new system now kind of pairs you with people of equal trust factor. So this guy was having a problem. He was being ranked with people significantly lower than him, and of course that makes the climb and grind in CSGO so much harder, and it was actually John McDonald himself saying to email him. So for all of you guys who have these kind of issues, it has to be a trust factor issue if you want a real response, guys, and his reply on Reddit will be on screen for all of you guys for a few seconds here. So write down the email. If you guys do have trust factor issues, you're getting paired with terrible teammates because of that, feel free to email John McDonald. Now, very lastly as well, guys, for today's stories, again, not too much going on. I do want to apologize for that, but it kind of importantly as well, we actually had Mixwell and of course his new Movistar team qualifying for their first big LAN event. That's going to be Movistar Riders going to MSI MGA. Try saying that a few times fast. Movistar Riders going to MSI MGA, and they will be at that LAN event, guys. Only 4 teams going to be there. Vanguard is one of them, Complexity is another, and then 5 Powers. So you could say this is going to be a great proving ground, especially because going into that, you probably look at the field and say Complexity is probably your favorite. Vanguard has a few new members. They probably not looking too strong. 5 Power, maybe a top 5 Chinese team, have looked okay as of recently. So probably a favorite team going in there will be Mixwell's team alongside Complexity, and it's going to be a great proving grounds for them. That will be in New York. It's a $60,000 prize pool, and that's their first ever LAN event qualified for. So congrats to Mixwell and the new roster, guys. We will see just how they do. Cross your fingers. Movistar, next major, I'm calling it. But that's going to be it for today's episode of CSGO News. I hope you guys all enjoy. Finally, actually a shorter episode. And also, for all of you guys, a quick reminder, if you want to sign up for the WESG qualifiers, DM me on Twitter, and I would love to shout you guys out. If you put together just even a team of 5 friends or whatever it might be, that's the goal of this, to have fun. It's free to enter. So please, my DMs are always open on Twitter. And also, a quick note as well, I'm going to take a couple days off here, guys. I know a lot of the comments on this channel as well as the Esports News channel, you guys can tell just how tired I am. I'm probably going to take at least a day off for tomorrow, and I'll hopefully see you guys back here maybe Thursday or Friday with some episodes. I'm also going to work forward as well towards that This Week in CSGO series. If you guys did watch that, the hour-long episodes, I want to keep up on every week so far. I'm going to work on episode 2 for that. So if you guys want to do me a favor, comment down below what I should talk about in This Week in CSGO episode number 2. Comment down below questions, anything I should talk about that's happened in the past 1 or 2 weeks of CSGO. Thank you guys all for watching. I will see you all very soon. Hope you guys all enjoy. My name is Jake Moore. I like you, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.